Hello YouTube, this is Taylor from CliffsOfClaven bringing you our next war recap, and I apologize for the delay since the last war recap, but our clan actually took a break from winning wars, and luckily we're back in action winning this one against Clan those guys. And as you can see, we got the win 24-21. Used almost all of our attacks, they used almost all of theirs, and so we'll go ahead and show what they did to our side. You can see that they got 1 star on our top guy, 2 stars pretty much all the way down, a couple of 3 stars sprinkled in here and there, 1 on a Town Hall 8 and 1 on a Town Hall 9. And then over on our side, we only got 1 on their top 1, and we only got 1 on their number 2 because we're awful. But we did manage to squeeze in a couple of 3 stars here, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at a few of those. And the first one we're going to look at is from Ryder, one of our co-leaders who has not warred with us in quite a while. He's pretty much upgrading heroes constantly, but Ryder is going in on this base with a GoVaHo and pretty spread out base, so a good choice for Valks, and he's going to drop a few minions up there to get just some free percentage over there on the side. You can see this base has pretty decent heroes, 21 and 22 heroes. And personally, I think this is perhaps the hardest base that their clan had, and that has nothing to do with the fact that I attacked this base before Ryder and only got 2 stars on it. Nope, that is not relevant to what I'm talking about at all. This is just the most impossibly hard base there ever was. So Ryder's coming in with some golems and some wizards to make a funnel up at the top. He's going to wall breaker in on the corner and send in his Valks and his king. He's got the poison spells ready for these clan castle troops, and the queen is actually going to come over and work a little bit on those. Pretty late on the poison spell, but not really a big deal. Those balloons are going to kind of chase golems for a little bit, and the wizard and queen are going to take them down no problem. So the goal for this kill squad, of course, is to get the enemy queen taken care of, get the clan castle taken care of. He's got the jump spell, excellent placement on the jump spell. You'll notice he placed that spell where the Valks only had access to the center compartment. If he put it right on the junction, they would have had access to the 2 side compartments, and they might have gone all crazy on him, wandering all over the base. So excellent use of the jump spell there, just barely clipping the corner so he knows exactly where the Valks are going to go. Heal spell in the middle for him, and the Valks are going to kind of hollow out that core. And here come the hogs over on the side. Now, he does have the benefit of knowing where the giant bombs are since this was a cleanup attack, so he can save his heals for exactly the spots he's going to need them. He puts all the hogs over there on that corner, and the hogs are going to kind of work their way around. He's got a few that he drops in over here to start doing a little bit of work, but the heal spell going to keep him alive long enough to take care of that Tesla and the wizard tower, and you can see the main pack comes in behind and joins up with that force. And now they're just going to kind of work their way around the base. The queen's up there doing a little bit of work on those defenses. He's got a level 27 queen, which is no joke. He drops his last heal spell in that corner, and that's going to refill all of his hogs up to full health. He's only got that 1 cannon that's left over, and once that cannon goes down, it's cleanup. The cleanup was pretty rough here. I don't know if you noticed the timer when we started. This one came down to the last second. You can see the queen beaten down on the wall up here. And over on the other side, these archers kind of working on these collectors a little bit. The hogs are working all the way around, and Ryder just barely gets the 3 star on this one. Almost ran out of time, but it does not matter. Almost running out of time is not running out of time, and Ryder gets the 3 star. Way to go, Ryder. All right, let's drop down a couple. Let's take a look at number 6, and this is Rocco, who always brings at least 1 3 star every war. I'm not sure if this is an internet base or not. It sure looks like it. There's a bunch of trash buildings right around the outside that are basically free percentage. So he drops a couple of wizards there to start making a real wide funnel. Rocco is a GoHo guy. He loves hog riding, and so lots of really good hog rider attacks from Rocco. He drops in the golems and his heroes right there. He's got 4 heal spells for his hogs that he's going to deploy here in just a second, which works out really well. These walls are such low level that he's going to be able to just beat straight through all these walls. You see, he had a little bit of a wall breaker fail there, and then he drops in 3 more wall breakers, has another wall breaker fail, then he drops in the final 3 wall breakers, and of course they go to the part of the wall that he doesn't really care about opening, and by that time his troops have beat through it. Poison spell for the dragon and the balloons, which is really nice. That queen's going to sit back there and snipe those down while they focus on the golem and the king. And here come the hogs in from the other side. The king is not going to quite get to that town hall. He's going to die here in just a second, but the queen is still up, and she's going to be able to actually move forward a little in the base and take out the town hall, which is nice. The hogs hit us pair of double bombs right here. So you see they triggered one at a time, and so the heal spell was able to keep them going. Loses a pile of hogs to the spring traps. Hogs, little known fact, are actually one of the most powerful air troops in the game whenever they hit a spring trap. Drops another heal down there. There's the poison on the Barbarian King to kind of slow his damage a little bit. Hits another bomb over here. Again, you can see these hogs are running into a lot of bombs. There was one that was triggered over here, this double bomb set, and there's another one over on this side, but they're only triggering them one at a time, so not really a big deal. And you can see with just a couple of defenses left, he drops that last heal spell. Still a giant pack of hogs over there. They're going to take out that cannon. He's already got the cleanup started down here with the wizard on the bottom, and we'll go ahead and speed that up because the hogs are going to turn around and take out the king, and the queen's going to come over and help him kind of take out some of this trash on the side. Perfect spot for that wizard that comes over there and starts cleaning up the storages and the drill on the bottom. And that is the 3-star. Well done, Rocco. Excellent attack. We would expect nothing less from you, Rocco, and if you ever stop bringing the 3 stars, good luck in your new clan. All right, let's take a look at Oz. Oz is really loving this GoWiVaPe with Valks that he's been using a lot. And you can see he's hitting pretty low. He's our number 4, and he's dropping down to number 7 because GoWiVaPe sucks and nobody should ever use it. You can't really take on bases like a real man if you're using GoWiVaPe. Oz, if you're watching this video, you're a wimp. Stop using P.E.K.K.A.s. They're stupid. So here comes the jump spell. Lets the Valks in, they pull the CC, here come the P.E.K.K.A.s right behind them, way behind them because P.E.K.K.A.s aren't as good as Valks. I'm not sure why anybody would use 3 P.E.K.K.A.s instead of just using more Valks, but I assume it has to do with Oz and his total lack of respect for me. And he drops the haste, looks like, did he double tap? Is that 2 haste down there? Or is that a jump spell? I can't tell. Might have had 2 haste, which, little known fact, makes your troops go twice as fast. Drops another haste there in the center. I have no idea what Oz fascination is with haste spells. Really makes no sense to me at all, but let's be honest, most of the stuff the CliffsOfClaven clan does make no sense to me at all. And Oz has really started putting these witches on the outside early in the raid to clean up the trash around the outside. Saves him some cleanup time at the end. He does it pretty much in every attack now. He'll drop a couple of witches along the outside just to start cleaning up the trash. Make sure he doesn't run out of time cleaning up everything. You can see he's still got his queen up. His queen's taking fire from that one archer tower, but the golem mostly soaking up all the damage over here. And the queen's going to move out of range of that archer tower, and the golem and that P.E.K.K.A. Boy, I'm really glad you brought that P.E.K.K.A. Oz. Boy, look at that. Look at that guy do some work. Oh, it's a good thing you had him with you. I don't know what you would have done without that P.E.K.K.A. to take care of that wall segment. The queen's going to shoot over the wall. The P.E.K.K.A. is going to beat through, which is awesome, because once the P.E.K.K.A. beats through, he can start working on this next wall. Oz goes ahead and pops the queen's ability. She's going to take down the last few defenses, and as you can see, just a little bit of cleanup left. And that P.E.K.K.A. is landlocked because P.E.K.K.A.s are stupid. I don't know why anybody would ever use P.E.K.K.A.s. It's the dumbest troop. Stop using P.E.K.K.A.s. You guys are embarrassing me. Good job, Oz, with the 3-star, I guess. Okay, let's drop down one more. Take a look at number 8. This is our guy, MikeyB. MikeyB has been having some fantastic wars lately, and he's going with a GoVaHo here. Pretty heavy on the Valks. He's got 10 Valks in this base, but those purple walls in the middle really going to make his Valks sort of rip through everything. He's got the 1 jump spell to let him in, and then 3 heals to keep his Valks and his hogs going. Drops in a single golem here, pulls the clan castle down, and he drops in those wall breakers, and they manage to get in just before the dragon breath comes down. There's the poison spell, double poison to make sure that he gets the queen and the dragon and balloon. I don't know that second poison spell was necessary. I think the first one would have gotten the queen, but better safe than sorry. So he sends in the Valks, does not make the funnel completely, so those Valks are actually going to go around the outside, as Valks do. You got to be real careful making that funnel. He sends in the hogs, but his Valks are pretty much on cleanup duty. It looks like maybe he's got a few of them that made it there in the center, but for the most part, those Valks are just going to wander around the outside. Ends up okay for him. The jump spell and the heal spell in the middle, giving those Valks access to as much as possible. They're going to run over and take out the king, and then they're just going to shred through this level 7 wall right into those Teslas. They're going to have a wizard tower beaten down on them, which is bad news, but they are going to at least clean out some of those buildings right there. You can see the main force of his Valk still wandering around the outside. Those hogs are doing some work, and he's just got heal spells all over the place, making sure everything stays full health. Wizards coming over on the side to already start taking out some of these trash buildings now that the defenses are targeted on the hogs and the Valks. And you can see there's just not a whole lot of this base left because those Valks wandered around the outside. They took out all of those trash buildings as they were going. And I'm sure that was Mikey's plan all along, was to put those Valks on the outside to take care of the trash. All right, let's take a look at one more. This is Chief going in on number 10. Chief's a relatively new clan member, but he is having a whole lot of luck with this zap-quake hog attack. Pretty solid attack at Town Hall 8, and it would have never occurred to me to use this kind of attack on this base since the air defenses are so centered in the middle, but Chief makes it work. You can see he zap-quakes that one air defense right there, and he's very patient with his dragons. He does such a good job of making a funnel for these dragons. To make sure they go exactly where he wants them to go. You know, back in the Town Hall 8 days of the Cliffs of Claven, we would just spam all of our drags in one spot. We would totally fail the raid, and then we would say, wow, those are really stupid drags. So obviously if this raid doesn't go well, you want to blame the dragon AI, but Chief will not need to do that. He's made a very nice funnel with those dragons, and they're just going to sort of collapse in on this air defense. And then, real interesting, he's going to bring in some hogs. He's got a few hogs down here and some in the CC with one heal spell. And in my opinion, drop those a little bit late because you can see the air defense is already targeting those dragons once the hogs get in there. But the hogs are still getting some value out of them, taking out some of these defenses, making life a little bit easier for the dragons. But really, they do not get onto that air defense until it has done quite a bit of work. And you can see the clan castle balloon comes over there and starts raining down on those hogs. And the dragon's going to target it. But really not too many hogs left, and the last one's about to go down to those point defense, but it doesn't really matter. At this stage, there's nothing else that can hurt those dragons except for air traps, maybe. He's got his Barbarian King down there that's going to get wrecked by that balloon, but not really a big deal. You can see there's hardly anything left of this base, just some cleanup for those dragons to do. And nice job on the 3-star for Chief, getting those Town Hall 8 3-stars that we need in war. It's nice to not have our Town Hall 10s have to dip down and take care of those Town Hall 8s like we sometimes do. That was a joke. We don't really have Town Hall 10s take out Town Hall 8s. They're not good enough. So, good job to Clan.TuyenQuang, and they did a good job. They were ahead for most of the war, but we did manage to pull out the victory there at the last minute with a couple of real solid 3-stars, despite the fact that our 2 Town Hall 10s, hands down the worst players in all of Clash of Clans, did not have a whole lot of luck. But we'll get there eventually, or we'll have a psychotic episode. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching this war recap, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.